Hello, I'm Roger Poliers, Habitat and Ecosystem Scientist with the South Atlantic Fishery Management Council and staff lead on the Coral Fishery Management Plan. Tonight, we're here to discuss scoping on Amendment 10 to the Coral Reefs and Live Hard Bottom Habitat Fishery Management Plan. First of all, I'd like to cover the Council's process on FMP and plan amendment development. First, a fishery issue is raised, management need is identified. Move to scoping, where the public provides comments on ways to address management need. The Council reviews input, develops management actions and alternatives, and we move to public hearing. Public hearings provide comments on management actions and alternatives. Subsequently, the Council reviews input, modifies the amendment, and selects preferred alternatives. And then final approval, the last chance for public comment, will occur during the Council meeting. And today, I'm going to walk through what the Oculina Bank Habitat Area of Particular Concern is, what is the rock shrimp fishery, what could Coral Amendment 10 do, why is the Council addressing the request, where is the proposed shrimp fishery access area, and how you can provide additional information and tell the Council what you think. The Oculina Bank Coral Habitat Area of Particular Concern was established under the Coral Fishery Management Plan in 1982 and started in 1996, actually implemented in 1998. Subsequent expansion occurred in 2014 with Coral Amendment 8. Extensive expansion to the north and to the west of the HAPC. The HAPC is located off the east coast of Florida, where fishing with bottom tending gear or anchoring is prohibited to protect the deepwater coral ecosystem. Rock shrimp are harvested by large bottom trawl vessels towing 4 nets at a time for several hours. Catches of rock shrimp have been variable with storms, abundance, regulations, and other factors impacting landings. The fishery primarily occurs along the edge of the Oculina Bank, primarily on the western side, but in more recent years in the northern extension of the HAPC on the eastern side of the boundary. Rock shrimp live within the system and move out and are available for harvest. The fishery had its best year since 2009 in 2017, harvesting 2.7 million pounds of rock shrimp with a value of $4.9 million. Coral Amendment 10 would establish a rock shrimp fishery access area along the eastern edge of the northern extension of the Oculina Coral Habitat Area of Particular Concern to provide limited access to traditional fishing grounds. It would allow bottom trawling for rock shrimp in the shrimp fishery access area while maintaining the prohibition on use of all other bottom tending gear and anchoring. Why is the Council addressing this request to establish a shrimp fishery access area? Well, the rock shrimp fishermen indicating the fishery is a variable and at times operated slightly inshore of the northern extension of the Oculina Bank Habitat Area of Particular Concern have requested the Council establish a shrimp fishery access area to provide access to this historic trawling area. The area was originally identified in 2014 after the Council had finalized Coral Amendment and we're moving forward with submission. The shrimp fishery access area is located along the eastern boundary of the northern extension of the Oculina Bank Coral Habitat Area of Particular Concern. The alternatives under consideration are shown in the graphic where you see the narrow bands of Alternative 2 and Alternative 3, with Alternative 2 being the narrower area and Alternative 3 being a more extensive. Preferred Alternative 2 presents a shrimp fishery access area based on coordinates provided by rock shrimp fishermen in 2014. The images you see are a north and south component showing the narrow band that is encompassing 22 square miles in a depth range of 92 to 98 meters. Alternative 3 is based on coordinates provided by rock shrimp fishermen in 2013 and is an area that is 32 square miles and in a depth range of 88 to 98 meters. When would the proposed changes take place? Council reviews scoping comments and approves for public hearings in March of 2021. Public hearings occur in spring of 2021, and the Council approves for submission to NIMS in June 2021. Changes to regulations become effective in early 2022. What information can you provide tonight? Do you fish on the eastern boundary of the northern extension of the Occulina Bank's coral habitat area of particular concern? How would the proposed action affect your activity? Should the proposed shrimp fishery access area be modified? And do you have information on habitat associated with the northern extension of the coral habitat area of particular concern? How do I comment? Okay, first of all, you can submit written comments using the online form available from the Public Hearings and Scoping Meetings page on the Council's website at www.safmc.net. Written comments must be received by 5 p.m. on February 10th, 2021. Comments by mail can be sent to John Carmichael, Executive Director at the South Atlantic Fishery Management Council, 4055 Faber Place Drive, Suite 201, North Charleston, South Carolina, 29405. Comments by fax should be submitted to 843-769-4520. And you can view this presentation and access scoping materials and from the Public Hearing and Scoping Meetings page. Webinar attendees must register to participate, and registration is located on the Council's website. 2 webinars are being held for Coral Amendment 10 scoping. First on Monday, February 8th from 5 p.m. and Tuesday, February 9th, starting at 9 a.m. Thank you, and I'll take questions, and after those questions, then we will have public comment